Hello and welcome to another episode of UGeekTV. We are your hosts. I am Adrian Broadhead.
And I am Dennis Lundstrom.
Today what we have for you is a lesser-known game from a lesser-known game designer. The game is called Orbit Rocket Race 5000. It's from a independent game company called 42 Games. It's their first and only release. The head designer, his name's Douglas Doc Chadwick. We've actually met him several times. Met him at NeonCon last year and this latest year.
Met his family too.
Met his family too. Yeah, it's a family game. It's a family company. All the family is in on it. You got Doc. You got I think two of his sons are in on it. He's got a daughter or a daughter-in-law. Anyway, they're all down there. We met them all. Very nice people. Very fun game too.
Now we have played this game.
We have played this game. We
normally do an unboxing, and we're going to do an unboxing for you with this game too, but just to let you know, we have played this game, and this is a fantastic game. Some of the components to kind of go over, there is a massive game board in this box, 39 inches by 27 inches.
Yeah.
It's huge for a board game.
Yeah, it is oversized. You'll need a little bit bigger table to play it on, but the reason it's that big is because you need it that big in order to place the cards down. It's kind of a tile laying sort of game.
Well, there's 120 cards in the game too. So.
Right, and they're good size, regular size cards. They're not little dinky ones. So
now to say that it's got a big game board isn't to detract from the game. It's a benefit. It's actually a good thing for this game. Yeah,
it's a really pretty game board. You can kind of see it on the back cover there before I break it open. But it's a really good game board. Very pretty. It really does add a lot to the gameplay.
It's for ages 8 and up. It's for 2 to 6 players. And let's just open it up right now and take a look inside of it.
Right.
And see what you'll see what we mean by the game mat and how nice it is. If I can get this thing open.
Family game that's childproof.
Yeah, it's child-resistant packaging. Now, one of the benefits of this game is it's commonly referred to as a gateway game. It's easy to learn. It's easy to pick up. There's strategy involved. So when we say it's easy for an 8-year-old to play.
Right.
But there's plenty of strategy for an 88-year-old to play it.
It scales well. Your younger kids can pick it up. They can use it as a kind of a color matching game, but adults can like it just as well because, like I said, it scales well. You got strategy involved, aside from just kind of a color matching type of experience. So here is that gorgeous game board we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, this is big.
Yeah, it's big, but it folds really well. It really folds well into that nice little a little standard size game box there.
The picture, it is from a space telescope.
The Hubble Space Telescope.
The designers got permission from NASA to use this board, and to use the picture rather.
Yeah, on the board.
And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's see here. It comes with the 120 cards and 6 challenge tokens or challenge coins. And it's these here, and 1 through 6 for each player, and your cards.
There's a little story behind these. One of the Doc's sons, I think it was his son, was in the military, and very common tradition in the military are coins. They have coins made up to celebrate special events or awards. They're presented as awards. And so that's kind of where the tokens come from.
You want to talk about how to start? Who goes first?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is different from any game you've ever played.
There's no die, so you don't roll to see who goes first. It continues with these are called challenge coins in the military because I'm not going to go into that, but you take your token and you toss it toward the center of the game board, and Dennis goes first because he knocked my piece. Yeah, he's closest to the center. He knocked my piece out, so clearly he goes first.
A little dexterity.
Yeah, a little dexterity game involved there. So I'm going to go again. Yeah. So you just, however many people are playing, they each get a token. They each take a shot, and gameplay proceeds from there.
And we're going to give you some close-ups of these cards, but when you look at them, they don't look a whole. I mean, they look like cards, you know, that do different things in the game. And there are cards that do special things. There's a satellite.
Yeah, here's a gun right there. And there's another satellite.
There's Orbot.
Yep.
And that's their mascot, Orbot, and he's a robot, dyslexic robot.
That's
Orbot.
right. Yeah.
A couple other nice things. Showed the rule book. It's pretty small. It's only like 2 pages, so it's not an overly complicated game. But just as a reminder, if you forget why you're playing, along the sides here, and we'll give you another close-up of that, there are instructions for what each special card does, so you don't have to keep referring back to the rule book. One of the things I love is easy rules in a game.
Easy rules, but it doesn't mean that there's no strategy. There's definitely strategy involved. It's just that you don't have to resort to the rule book to find out what every single card needs. It's here, and you can do whatever you got to do, and it keeps the gameplay really moving along fast.
One thing that I kind of, when I first played this game, was thinking as I was playing was, it's a lot like Uno. I don't like Uno. I don't find it to be a very fun game. I find it to be very quite boring, not very much challenge involved. This game, with the laying down of cards in a color pattern, has that feel, and your goal is to win the rocket race by getting your hands free of cards.
Right, very similar to just about any card game that you would play. The point is to get rid of cards. So, you know, there's lots of games that your point is to get rid of cards. I've heard Doc mention a couple of times that some people, their observation is that this is like Uno. He says it's not like Uno, it's Uno-esque. It borrows some of the principles from Uno, but there's a lot more strategy. There's a gorgeous board, and you're actually creating orbits around the center card or center pile. So rather than just putting things down, you're actually creating the game board as you play. Another
comparison is I like to think of as Uno meets dominoes, because you are placing cards that match in this orbit. And yeah, no, we love this game. We absolutely love this game. People look at it sometimes and you might think it's a little childish, but there's a lot of strategy in this game. Doc kicked our butts a ton of times using strategy. It's a very good game, gateway game. I would buy this game in a heartbeat for my family.